And we are officially live with that short ass countdown that was live. So it was great. It was long for us, but like I hit to go live like 1 second left. So pretty awesome like that. I wish there was like a shorter option for countdowns here. I don't even know where I got this thing from.
How the fuck's Walt doing?
I don't know. Walt's being weird.
Uh,
Which you never know. Like Walt's being weird ever. They went
yeah.
to Georgia last. They were in Georgia last weekend doing their team meeting or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah. And now he's like just goofy like normal.
Yeah, we went
Yeah.
to last weekend. We were in Battlefield Orlando for Super Game, Florida. Super fun field. Shout out to Desi. Awesome field. Shout out to Barno. Great game. Had really no complaints at all, other than this one goddamn palm tree that I rolled my ankle on. But other than that, I ate shit, dude. It was towards the end of the second day. I'm running across the street. I'm getting shot at from this way, shot at from the front. So I'm trying to stay low. There's this fucking palm tree that goes like that and then out some other fucking place. I can see the root. Stepped on that son of a bitch, twisted my ankle, right into a bunker. Sturdy ass bunker. Shout out to Desi and the boys again, securing the bunkers. Mask went this way. Dazed and confused. I thought I was good. Got up, shook it off, was playing. Finally got shot out. And then on the walk back to like reinsertion, that's when it started throbbing. I'm like, oh my God. Next day, from the top of my foot all the way around my ankle, all black and blue.
Damn.
Super fun.
That's what you get for going to Florida. Shit.
Dude, it was an awesome time, bro. Awesome time. I've been meaning to try to get out there since he acquired it. Actually, before he acquired it, officially.
Yeah.
I was trying to go play at Jurassic because I just heard nothing but great things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then this opportunity came up to go play at Super Game. And then me and the Timber Ghosts flew out. Had a great time.
It is a good time of the year to play in Florida because you are less likely to get eaten by gators or black caiman or fucking anaconda or pythons during the winter.
Or whatever the fuck's loose out there at the time.
Ridiculous. I was telling Matt Sauce, he's like, I was like, there are fucking black caiman and anacondas in Florida now. He's like, no, there's not. So I sent him an article saying, hey, there's black caiman, there's I think speckled caiman and like anacondas in Florida. He's like,
yeah,
that's the Everglades. I'm like, the Everglades are in Florida, asshole.
Yeah.
Like, Florida sounds cool and everything, but like, who in the hell chooses to live around dinosaurs? Like, it's just ridiculous.
Floridians. They're unique, man.
Like, I get like there are bears around or down here or whatever. There's going to be there's bobcats and like mountain lions here. There's supposedly there's pumas.
Greg, purple.
Supposedly there's pumas on the coast or whatever. But like, that's cool. You're getting eaten by like a furry, warm-blooded animal. In Florida, you're getting eaten by a fucking reptile. That's worse.
Did you see that article I sent you about the people in I think it's Oklahoma? They just passed a bill that furries could get picked up by the dog pound.
That's hilarious.
I would be alive, dude.
I would enjoy that.
We all say by this time we have flying cars and shit. Now look at us, arresting furries.
Well, it makes sense because if your kid's a furry in like school, they're allowed to bring like fucking like they have to have a cat litter box in the fucking in the room.
See, I kept on hearing those rumors, bro. I kept on hearing those rumors, but it turns out that's fake.
No. Maybe the cat litter thing's fake, but like they still let them be like fucking identified as animals and shit in class, dude. I saw one of them. I was like, this is ridiculous. Like,
say what?
It's getting out of hand.
You said a lizard eagle? What the fuck you say?
That's ridiculous.
Oh.
Shit's getting out of hand. Like, I get it. Like, be whatever you want to be, but like, damn, dude, you're in school. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah, we took that meaning a little too literal this generation. I remember my mom used to be like, if you study hard, you could be whatever you want to be. And now they said you could be whatever you want to be, and there's motherfuckers is out here just being motherfuckers.
I'm gonna be a fire truck. I'll be a lot lizard. Yeah, well, nobody wants to identify themselves as lot lizard.
Greg,
But I was dead serious though. I was watching a show though. Like, okay, we came back from a concert one night, and I was with Garrett, and we went to the IHOP. It's the IHOP on Cox Road, so it's the IHOP on Cox. Well, anyway, there's an abandoned hotel behind the IHOP on Cox.
Yeah.
And you see a semi pull into the parking lot, and you see this rather not attractive woman walk towards the truck. And I'm like, look, it's a lot lizard. And he's like, no way. And it was exactly what happened. She went straight to the truck and got in, whatever. But I was watching a show or something the other day, or a video, and they were talking about lot lizards. And like every one of them that was in the lot were young, attractive, had nice bodies. I'm like, the fuck kind of shit? Like, if that's what a lot lizard is, I'm gonna start driving trucks.
So my father-in-law drives trucks for a living. He's a Christian man. He used to be a preacher.
Yeah.
So I fuck with him all the time. And every time he comes in here, I got him a shirt for Christmas that says I love lot lizards. He turns blood red every time. I'm like, you didn't say no.
He's like, well, you got me.
I don't want to know. Whatever the fuck he does, he does.
I get it. Like, I had an ex who's her mom, like,
was a lot lizard?
No, every time a guy drove through, every time he drove through the area, she would go meet him somewhere on the side of the road and they go bang the truck. But like that video I was watching, they were all attractive. I'm like, this ain't right.
Yeah.
But yeah, who's going to win Bones and Ashes? Oh man, that's a good question.
Whoever brings the best fight consistently throughout the weekend,
or whoever just overwhelms at one point.
But see, that's the thing though. You can't just overwhelm one point, dude. You can't.
I say we make a deal where no matter what goes on, we shoot referees and Char.
Okay, so the ref part I'm out on. Char I'm with.
Like I know in the past, I haven't talked to Tim about this at all. Tim's in charge, whatever. I know in the past, like there has been truces with Char, and like Char's helped teams out and everything.
So typically how that works is like, and it's not even that they help set people out. It's like, I've always gone on the assumption, like, if you don't have to engage them, if there's no points there, leave them the fuck alone. Just stop wasting paint.
Yeah.
Right? And then they don't shoot at you if you're not shooting at them. Does that make sense?
Well, we did that a couple years ago. Like, it was me, Mark Washington, and Stephen Pearson. And I was just following them. I was following those guys around. I was like, whatever, I'll follow you guys around. And these two dudes take off. And I see them taking off. They're running towards green. I think we were like blue at the time. They're running towards green. I'm like, guys, I was like, those aren't friendly. They're like, what? I was like, those aren't friendly. They're like, what? I was like, they're not. What do you mean they're not friendly? And they both lay down on the ground in front of green. And I'm like, I'm stupid too. So I was like, those aren't friendly, but I'm gonna lay down with you. So like, all three of us are laying down. We got green guys behind us shooting over our heads. I'm like, guys, you know we're fucking stupid, right? Like, what do you mean? I'm like, look at the armbands. Like, what's green mean? I'm like, green means they're not with us. Like wait, what? So I was like, the only thing I can do is either pretend I'm stupid also, and just sit here and shoot at the fucking other team, or I can turn around and start shooting those guys. Look, well, I pretend to be stupid with those guys, and we got the team out that we want to get out. So we stood up, and I was like, and my guys started following the green guys back. I'm like, why are you following them back? I was like, they're not on our team. They're not friendly. What do you mean they're not friendly? I'm like, well, what the fuck are you guys doing? So like, a couple of them turned around, like they just shot us one time each. Like, bye guys. I'm like, why did they shoot us? I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, I'm trying to tell you the whole time. Like, I'm trying to tell you for 15 fucking minutes. They're not on our side.
There was this one time. I think it was like 3 years ago. I'm on an objective, and then charges drops right on my objective. I'm like, fuck. I'm inside a tower in this stupid ass little. Okay, so when you go up the tower, like, so there's the big tower on the right hand side, and then there's this fucking like little container on the left, and then in between that, there's this stupid like little cutout in concrete. I'm in there. I'm trying to trade out with these fucking assholes. I'm shooting them. I didn't realize about the cone thing. They just fucking swarmed me, dude. I must got hit like 60 times.
Yeah, they're really good whenever it's headshots only and they have a mobile respawn. They're really good with that kind of point.
Well, shit, you know what we did last year, right?
What's that?
We followed them, and as soon as like there would be somebody in the huddle, as soon as the ref dropped the cone, pushed it over.
That would be a good plan.
That worked twice.
Nice. Well, I think both of our teams are going to work together to keep that happening. Yeah. Like,
I don't know. We pissed off Char last year pretty bad.
Well, that's good. They need to be pissed off every year. That way, they're like their blood pressure gets raised, and when they get back to the home, the nurse has to take care of them.
There was a couple people complaining about being overshot. I'm like, dude, you're Char.
Yeah, that's what happened. Well, that's like the referees. The referees will complain they're getting shot. I'm like, you're in there with the team.
Yeah.
You're going to get shot. Like you're on the other side of a hill. All I see is your head. I don't know you're a fucking referee. I'm gonna shoot.
So I ordered fucking. They're called tag flashbangs.
Yeah.
The thing went through. The purchase went through, and then like 2 weeks later, I got an email saying that they're refunding me money. That I need to provide a some kind of license for it.
Damn. So you ordered real shit.
No, the tag is like paintball shit, airsoft shit.
Really?
Yeah, they're going after fucking Enola Gay too with the smokes, right?
Yeah. I'm not very big into flashbangs. Like, I don't really think
ATF is going for this. I mean, dude, let me tell you something. I'm just a fucking great for those containers, bro.
Yeah.
Great for those containers.
I don't like them because. Yeah, I just don't like them.
Even those stupid paintball grenades that explode.
Yeah.
Like you throw one of them fucking cocksucking things inside the container, bro.
Yeah. Shit, you kick the damn wall. It's fucking too damn loud in there.
Shit, the paint hitting it too.
Fuck yeah, it is fucking awful. I think I'm trying to get me a damn launcher this year. Lomax is supposed to tell me his, but I've heard from a while.
The methadine or the NA Fury?
It's the Metadine. It's the one fucked up right now.
I would go NA Fury, dude. If you're gonna get a launcher, bro, I would get a Fury.
Well, I'm trying to get it for him. I was just trying to get it for him. Like, I don't really need one that's like. It's not an essential part of my life, but like last year, I was throwing rockets at tanks barehanded.
Nice.
And like I don't want to be in that situation again.
Well, shit. There's this one guy in Florida, bro. He had a bow and arrow with like these plastic fucking circles on the tips.
Yeah.
He was bunker busting in with that shit, dude. I was like, what the fuck?
That's fucking crazy. Like I don't know if I like those either. I don't like a lot of stuff.
But it's only so he did it over the chrono. They made him chrono it.
Yeah.
It was like 160.
Damn. Well, I know some people use like fucking slingshots too.
Yeah.
Look, why the fuck am I getting a damn a work email at 7 p.m. on a Sunday? Motherfuckers. Anyway, ignore that shit.
Overtime.
I'm sorry, I don't get overtime.
That's why I'm sending it to you at 7 o'clock on a Sunday.
Yeah, it's out of my hour range though. Even though I'm salary, I'm not supposed to work past hours, so it's cool.
Yeah, this year my job told me no more overtime for me.
It sucks to be you guys.
Had fucking 15K in overtime last year.
Damn. Oh man, overtime sounds great and everything, but they take so many taxes out of damn shit. It's not worth it. Like we were, I was working a rebar mill, and it was mandatory 12-hour shifts 5 days a week.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday you could work 6 hours. It most times Saturday was not mandatory, but you
Yeah.
can do it if you want to. And like these guys were like, yeah, I worked all 12-hour shifts all 5 days, and I did the 6 hours on Saturday. I'm like, oh really? And you look at it and like my paycheck was 60 hours, his paycheck 66 hours. He made $50 more than I did. I'm like, dude, it's not worth it, man. He's not talking to me.
Anything plus
I'm not a good baller.
anything plus 4 hours is for the government.
Yeah. Hey, he said, "What's up, good ballers?" But he's not talking to me because I'm not a good baller. I don't pretend to be. But no, like it was rough. Like, it was rough having 26 hours of overtime on your paycheck, and then looking at it like, oh, that's how much taxes you took out of my ass. The fuck.
Dude, don't even get me started on that.
If you made 15 grand in overtime last year, then you probably like paid like fucking 14 grand in taxes.
More than that.
Yeah, I'm just talking about on the overtime alone.
Oh yeah.
That's just awful, dude.
Well, so my job does this really cool thing where they throw their overtime on top of your regular check, so your whole check gets taxed at that fucking. It's like 35% for me.
Dude,
Can't wait to see my check this week coming up. I got my bonus. I
nice.
hit my bonus for the quarter, but they throw it on top of the regular check, dude. I'm gonna buy 2 McChickens with that.
Dude, they gave us a bonus at the steel mill or the rebar mill, and it was taxed at 45%. Oh, so like it was like I think it was like a $7,000 bonus check, but you only got like three. But
Yeah.
so
2 years ago, last year I didn't even have any properties that sold under me. My stay on bonus was like 10, right?
damn.
It sounds good. I brought home $1,500.
Yep. See, like we worked with a bunch of illegals.
Yeah.
And they would show us their checks. Like, we got the $7,000 check or whatever, but we only got $3,500 to figure out. They had a check for $7,000.
Yeah.
Like no taxes taken. Like their paychecks, like they made as much as we did by hour, but we paid taxes they didn't. Like our paychecks came with the company logo on it.
Yeah.
Their paycheck came with the guy that hired their name on it. It was two different accounts paying them. So he was just paying like straight up. Here's your hours. Here's your pay. Done. But like they were making those. We worked 66 hours a week or whatever. They made those guys work 12-hour shifts 7 days a week, every fucking day.
Quick question: what do you think about the spawns of last year? How do you like them?
I didn't.
No.
The one that's closest to the ones closest to the shop did not like. Like it's too much to walk before you get to the game. Like I don't like games where you have to like. If you look at the games I produce, pretty much your spawn is right where the entrance is. I don't like people having to walk. Like.
But it completely changed the dynamic of the game because we were used to it. So in years past, it was the bridges that were the key to the game.
Yeah.
Controlling this year, this past year, it completely changed it.
Yep, I like the bridge battles. The bridge battles are fun because like you would advance and you had to like get in one of the ditches and shit and cover your ass while and try to fight back. This year, like you just walk over the bridges, walk back and forth.
Well, I mean, I think that was a little bit due to game plan and stuff like that contributed to that a lot. That's why I'm kind of looking forward to this year's matchup. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be very even. Me and Tim are very, very similar. We had the same tutelage per se. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like whoever has the most endurance is going to win. It's not necessarily the best general. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's not going to be like a clear advantage in commanding. It's going to be who has the most endurance, whose team can stay the most poised throughout. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I seen that.
It's gonna be hard. Like I don't like that spawn near the shop. It's
So day one, you're going to take the one by the. If you had the choice, you would take campsite. Day one.
It's not my choice, so I can't say where I'm going.
You're an XO. From your XO, I'm not saying that's the one that you're going to take. It's not set in stone. I'm asking you if it was your choice, would you take?
It's always smart to give your team a break on day two. So the less of a walk is the easiest for everybody.
Yeah.
Now, I'm speaking for myself because we have not discussed this at all. Tim doesn't want to discuss anything for a while, so that's just me. So I could be wrong.
Smart because we know numbers could change. We know teams can change. It doesn't. I waited to the night of Friday to actually bring in my core people that actually knew were playing with me.
Yeah.
And then that's how it broke down.
Yeah, we haven't done anything either. But see, there could be an advantage to starting day one at the campsite because day one everybody's there
and
everybody's still trying to gather their shit up. Everybody's kind of sluggish to get started. Well, not everybody. Some people are kind of sluggish to get started. So you would guarantee that the sluggish people would still get to the field fast enough because they don't have to drive all around the damn parking lot and then walk fucking 7,000 miles to the command post. Yeah. Okay, so here's another question for you.
All right.
About the whole respawn stuff. So last year we were blue with you. And nobody checked my chrono. Nobody told me I had to go in at certain times of the game. Nobody was doing. They said the referees were doing it all red side. They were keeping the time limits. They couldn't come in every 10 minutes or whatever. They were checking everybody.
So they were okay. So the confusion we had on blue side last year was with the tank respawns, right? We were told that either it goes in at the top of the hour or the bottom of the hour. I didn't know that it could insert back to back like that. You know what I mean? So there was times where the tank was off the field for an hour, hour 15.
Yeah.
But that I think I attribute that to me not paying attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing like with the first mission of Lonnie explained to me and Chuck, hey, we need these people here, and then pick up missions. I thought we both thought that the first mission was just send these people here, right?
Yeah.
So that was our fuck up. The thing is, when we were trying to get all this information, everybody's in the pro shop in the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? It's loud.
Yep.
A lot of shit going on. So that's my fault. To my knowledge, what I seen our base ref and there was another ref there at the start of the game for probably about an hour, right? That was doing chronos, doing all that stuff. And then they were doing random, walking around, chronoing people from that section. You know what I'm saying? And then, as you know, how the game played out within the first 11 minutes, most of the refs were over on that side anyway. So they were chronoing people. And how I know that's because, towards the end, I walked out with the tank and we did that funny stuff that we did. And they were chronoing people as we were walking in there. You know what I'm saying? But that goes back to, being prepared also, right? You can't have everybody coming in last minute, right? And then expecting a bunch of people. I don't care who you are, bro. It happened to us 2 years ago. Remember when I was XO for Jim? There was only 2 chronos there, and there was a line all the way out, and then trying to get air and all that. It was just a clusterfuck that was self-induced. You know what I'm saying? I think the important part is,
and that might be an important strategy to start on the campsite day one because it's easier to get in that way. So
It is, but you still fall into the same lollygag. You got to make sure that you are presenting to your people like, yo, all right, 45 minutes before game on, send people one this way, one that way, and start riling up the troops. You know what I'm saying? Get everybody, look, this is time limit. And I always told them 10 minutes more than it actually was.
Yeah.
That's just a rule of thumb. You give PayPal his exact time. Guess what? Oh, we got plenty of time.
Oh yeah. See, that's like I say. There's an advantage to starting on one side, and there's an advantage to starting on the other side. So it's going to be interesting to see what.
To be honest with you, it also depends on the weather conditions too, right? So what we did to decide that we were going to go from the long side, pro shop side, the first was, yes, it was a walk, but it was drier.
Yeah.
Right. Over on the camping sound grind, we had 4 of our fastest runners book it, right, to a certain point, and then we seen which one was faster, and the other side was faster at that time because it was just drier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm excited. There's gonna be a lot of new teams coming down that nobody's ever met before, so it's gonna be kind of cool. I'm really excited about them. Last few years, I've had the privilege of just traveling around the country and playing paintball in different places and doing this and that, and I met some really awesome teams that are they the biggest? No, but they ball hard. You know what I'm saying? They ball hard and they put their head down and they just do what they do.
Yeah.
And I think it's important too. Like, you're not just looking for one class of baller. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody serves their role. Remember last year, dude? What I tell everybody, we're all one this weekend. There's not one team that's more important than the next. And everybody bought in. They did. Everybody bought in.
I was just there to hunt char last year.
Yeah, but you had fun, didn't you? And
yeah, especially when
Ben, didn't you have fun and didn't you do your damn thing?
Oh yeah, especially when they threaten you and then they fall short. It's so great.
Hey, for Christ's sakes, PBS was first wave.
Yeah, they were. I was with them.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. It was an exciting time, and there's a lot of things that I wish would have went differently last year. I did not want to reverse what had happened in blue every year. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want that battle. I wanted an even battle. I wanted everybody to make memories and have fun. And that's probably one of my biggest letdowns of last year. I mean, okay, I won. Congrats. We won. You know what I'm saying? For me, that doesn't mean a fucking thing. Wins, losses, what have it. It doesn't make a difference. It's the memories that are made through the game and the people and the camaraderie and shit like that. That's what makes the difference for me now. I used to go to just play paintball, and that was my fun. Now I have a lot more fun just speaking to people and hanging out and grabbing a beer and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just kind of having that mental space where I know these are my people and this is my extended family, It just always helps me recharge my battery, bro. It just does. That's what paintball's always done for me.
Yeah, it's definitely a stress reliever for me. So,
what's up, Teddy? Long time no see, my friend.
So, what's the problem then if you won? I think he wants. I think he wants an explanation of what you're talking about because, you're saying people didn't have fun.
So my problem was I didn't want to win that way. I didn't want it to feel like a spawn trap for 2 days. Because that's what happened to Blue. For shit. Since it started, really? Right, Ben?
Yeah, pretty much.
The turning point was when Jim took over.
I think the first couple years it was pretty even. The baby years, where it was shitty ass weather. Or it was like shitty ass weather and like
It was, but like I feel like Joe had that shit on lock.
it might have been, but I think it was more of a challenge though.
I guess we could say that because it was all brand new, right?
Yeah.
It was a new it was a new format. It was new rules. It was new missions and stuff like that.
And to answer your question, yeah.
Yo, coach, when I tell you like this, bro, Lace, when I tell you like I was expecting the same thing from the other side.
There's been a shift in.
I was expecting the same thing on the other side. I did not want to come to this and be a juggernaut.
The thing is, though, like,
sense?
I think what the culture's kind of shifted in at least North Carolina anyway. Because like when I started playing, I didn't start playing until like 2015, and like we actually had rivalries between teams. Like we actually had teams that didn't like each other. That like this team didn't like you. They would never play for your side. They always want to play against you. They want to do this, that, and like I know Flip and I kind of fucked that up a little bit because like whenever we started leading games at PBC, we just pretty much wanted all the teams we were friends with to play together.
Yeah.
And like we had PBS and LV46 play on the same team, and that shit never happened before. And like we had this team that like everybody was like, hey, let's all jump on the same team and fuck this other team up. And then I think somewhere it kept getting a little worse and kept getting a little worse, kept getting a little worse.
That's what I'm saying, coach.
And it's
me, I don't do politics.
I think the team stacking thing has gotten a little out of hand lately. Like you always know certain teams are going to play with other teams no matter what. Like I always said, like every year fall together.
Hold on though, who do you consider team stacking right now?
Me or Lace
in
here?
general, who do you see now in North Carolina as team stacking?
Last few years, it's been quite obvious as team stacking because like for instance, Folda Gap. Okay, so you got the biggest game in North Carolina,
yeah,
which could have been the biggest game for North Carolina rivals to play against each other, and you've got the two fucking teams that were the biggest in North Carolina, that were most active in North Carolina, and they'd always play on the same side, like Venom and PBS on the same side. That was a missed opportunity.
Anymore, though?
It's not anymore, but it's the way it was for a little while. And like it was a missed opportunity where it could have been a rivalry where, frontline PBS, frontline Venom, see who's more badass. But yeah. So what is the point then? Like explain this whole thing to us. If we're missing it here. But I don't know, like I think Tim is actually Tim's one of the guys that can actually help reset that a little bit, I think.
I think so.
I think him being a general is a good thing this year. Maybe we can make stuff more even.
I mean, numerically, last year was even.
No one.
Numbers wise, it was even.
No.
Yes,
if somebody told you numbers were even last year, they lied to you.
We were down 25 bodies by start of the game.
No. There is no fucking way we were down.
Facts.
Because I would walk across that field, and I would walk the entire fucking field, and I would run into Ratchet. And then like I'd go take a break, and I would run across the field again. I'll walk across the field again, get all across the field, and there's Ratchet again.
Then do me a favor. Hold on. Do me a favor then. When you got hit, I needed you to walk out from that insertion point and look in the parking lot.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It seemed like the whole weekend we just pretty much went where we wanted to and did whatever we wanted to.
We had gunners and we had motivated individuals, and I feel like that's, from what I've been told through the grapevine, that wasn't the case on the other side.
I think they didn't have
whether it's an excuse, whether it's this, whether it's that. This is what I know. I know this year, Tim's coming in motivated.
Oh yeah.
I know Joe's coming in motivated. I know you're coming in motivated, right?
I
know Goya's coming in motivated.
like I said, it was just Sunday. Sunday was the worst day for it because we were pretty much all stacked up on the corner, fighting the like 6 Venom dudes there,
I
and there's
know.
nothing else going on. Like we were shooting each other. Like I shot the fuck out of Walt. But anyway, let's get back to Coach here. Like no one wants to attend an event that win or loss is decided before you. Yes, I agree fully with that. Fold
We
Gap
do.
usually is that way. Amazingly, it flipped the other way this year, but Fold Gap. I've been doing Fold Gap since 2015, one-sided every year. Like I
Well,
played,
that's the way the game's designed too, though.
yeah, but I understand. Like I understand the history of it and how it should be, but how is that fucking fun for anybody? Because I played NATO one year, and it was extremely fun playing NATO because you had a
Everybody's
lot of
shooting.
you had a lot of targets. But at some point, at some point in the weekend, you're trapped inside a sim and can't do anything.
But
Like
see, the thing, what I like them that they did too now is because you remember a couple years back they would start you in like a small group inside Rex, and then the
yeah,
rest starts sim. Now they give you 80% of the field to
yeah.
start out at throughout the ZZ. Yes, you're going up against a numerical advantage, right?
Yeah.
War's supposed to have the most numbers because they got the most ground to cover, in
But see,
theory.
that's I get the theory of the game, but it doesn't make the game. It doesn't do shit for the player.
I
Like
agree.
the player wants to come into a game and be like, okay, there's 400 of you guys, there's 400 of us guys. We're here, go at it, and let it be decided.
But
Not
that's never going to be the game, though. That's never
it's
going to be
and
like.
let's see. I see more stepping and stacking sides. See, there are teams that do want to fucking do that shit,
Yeah.
but there was a 3-year period where all it was about was stacking the damn side,
Yeah.
and we even got that North Carolina coalition shit that was going on. Let's go to every game together and play together. That was the
for
thing.
out of state, though. That was for out of state.
It happened in state too, though. It was
Yeah.
happening in state too. So
But
yeah,
what it was designed for was out of state games.
I get that. And like we had when I was with the Road Dogs, we did our own out of state thing. Like different people from different teams, we all played together. But it was like 5 of us. Let's read some more comments real fast. See, Coach, 1 or 2 team ain't enough to cancel what's been done. I agree. Yeah, you never got to do it with us though.
I know.
We got to do something about that one day.
Yeah.
It's positive. Yes, there is positive progress on both. Almost there has. I think there was positive progress at Photo last year, even though I didn't go because I almost died. But anyway, I think there's
But
positive
you also got to
progress.
remember, too, though, there's a new generation stepping into the field now, too. And they're not really about that shit.
And yes, I agree with this statement too. The game was kind of decided before the game. Yes, like it's been pretty bad.
You think that shit too last year, Coach?
A lot of us do. Scenario scripted. It's all pro wrestling, damn it. I hate reenact. Yeah, Florida is a reenactment, and every once in a while the bad guys win somehow. But it's the way it works, though, man. Like it needs to be. If we're doing a war reenactment, that's one thing. Like let's all fucking get our fucking like Civil War reenactment shit on. Let's go get some muskets and like shoot each other and play dead.
Nah, get the fuck out of here. I ain't doing that.
The North definitely won that one, but I think with a paintball game, yeah, you can still have the same theme of Photo Gap, but you can make it where it's fun for everybody. Like, oh, who the fuck knows who's gonna win? Like,
I mean, you gotta. But see, here's the thing, though. We as a community are saying these things, right? But we all know 3 people run that game.
I know, and
I know one for sure ain't budget.
No, and it's because every year 1,000 players show up. So, like, if and I hate saying people shouldn't play paintball, but if you don't like something, don't go. Change the narrative.
But there's enough of those once a year ballers that do that. Kind of like Ion.
Like,
Ion's known. If anybody knows Ion,
Well, see, this year I thought Desi was going to repeat. Honestly, like I thought he was going to have the repeat, and Chris winning it surprised me
Yeah.
just because I figured Desi had the teams locked again. Apparently that did not happen. But yeah,
Well, no. So Desi was a stand-up gentleman too, and got to give the boy credit. He balanced that game. And then Venom decided to switch with Venelution, as they called it that weekend. You right. But you know what? Chris is that smart though; he could do it.
I think he was talking about.
I mean, technically speaking, Archangel's outside of 2K. He's from Alabama.
We do not recognize Alabama as part of the union.
them their sister cousins.
I went to his home field a couple years ago. If you think Fulda's bad with hills, you have never been to Mount Doom. That shit's fucking ridiculous. Like it's hills both ways, and like as soon as you the campsite, you look out, it's beautiful. It is very, very beautiful. Like you look out and like the sunrises come up on the mountain and shit. It's just amazing. But then you get on the field and you're like, why are there so many fucking hills? Like you're in the middle of a fucking mountain, dude. And like it's hard to get to the top. Like, if the other team's on the top of the mountain, it's hard to get up there because there's not like anywhere to hide. You've got a few trees, but there's no bunkers in the tree line. The bunkers are at the top of the hill. So like,
shit.
If you're at the top of the hill, you are covered. If you're trying to get up the hill, you're just like shit.
Is that like trying to go up to Hamburger Hill?
Way worse. Like, shit you not, Mount Doom's hills are worse than Fulda. And then like they had this rule where the tanks didn't need tank walkers. Okay, cool. That's whatever. Only one tank showed up, and that motherfucker about ran us over every damn time. But it's the only game where I went to the producer and I threatened to start killing referees. Like these motherfuckers, they pissed me off because they had a geo tracker and some 4-wheelers. Yeah. So we're on a mission trying to get to the other team. The other team's top of the hill. And there's only two ways to get to up there. You can either walk the road and kind of be safe till you get up there, or you can go up the hill and into the wood line and pretty much get murdered. So we're walking the road, and every 5 seconds roll by, there's a geo tracker or a damn 4-wheeler just fucking hauling ass by us. And I'm like, listen to motherfuckers. I was like, we got a kid with us. I was like, if one of those 4-wheelers even comes near hitting this kid, I'm fucking you all up. And like, I was like, I don't give a shit who you are. You're getting it. So like, they want to run, and from that point on, the 4-wheelers go by. I was like, how are we supposed to play a game where we're going to attack these guys on top of this hill? We're walking on the road, and we're constantly having to get out of the road because the fucking 4-wheeler or trackers, well, they're there for emergencies in case something else. I was like, you're mean telling me there's an emergency every 5 fucking seconds on this field? I'm like, I was like, somebody's gonna get hurt. Yeah.
Doug.
No. You can walk from Bravo to Rex and you're fine. Like Bravo to Rex, that's where I love being at because I fuck the hills. You guys, unless you've been to Mount Doom, you don't understand what I'm talking about. Like that little spot between Bravo and Rex, that's like heaven compared to Mount Doom. I'm telling you, you get on the field of Mount Doom, they got like a little speedball, like little hyperball field right there at first where you enter. It's like a little bit of an incline, and then in order to go to our respawn, we had to take a right turn and go up a hill. Well, the other team, they went straight and went up a hill. So once you get to this hill over here, then you have to go up. Then you got to take a left and go up another hill. So then they have to go up another hill. It's all hills the whole damn time. It's ridiculous. Like
yeah. So that just sounds like a Hogback Mountain. You ever been there?
No, I've never been there.
In West Virginia, so a couple of the Timber Ghosts play out there, and they say that shit fucking like this.
it's fucking brutal. And downtown, you're inside of a mountain, so it's elevated. It's elevated, so it's already your air's getting a little thinner. So air's thinner than fucking Fulda Gap. More hills than Fulda Gap. There's no flat room in this place. The only flat room there is at the briefing area and the campsite. That's the only flat area in the whole damn field. Everything else is hills. I think he did make new rules. Yeah.
Yeah, he took away the choppers. Yeah,
I've never been choppers. I don't like walking tanks. I'm not a fan of walking tanks.
I mean, I wasn't opposed to it because like I played with them in the Midwest a lot. Yeah, we know how you feel, Coach. We know how you feel. Trust me, remember. Fucking, I played with them a lot in the Midwest, whatever. And I mean, it was just something different. I mean, did it suck? Absolutely. Yeah. Especially when preachers in it, because preachers have. Let me tell you something. I've never in my life shot so many times into somebody's shin and them not give a fuck. Just like gave no fucks, none. I'm like, yo, he's gonna stop running. He's gonna stop doing this. He's gonna stop doing that. And it has to have two people in it. John.
All 4 roles. Let's just get rid of them. Ban all things. Fuck them.
Hey, I mean, let's go, Teddy.
This guy, Jacob Easter, Teddy Bear, same guy. Yes, I swear I was at the campsite drunk and I was like, "That's the same guy."
That shit's funny.
So yeah, let's go back to this whole Bones Dancing thing here. So seeing that the weather's been really cold in North Carolina, I'm gonna go ahead and say Bones is probably gonna be cold too. I'm really hoping for no rain.
I don't think so.
I don't know, dude. Like,
it's never really been cold then. It's always like every time game on for the last 3 years, it's been like 71.
Dude, that first year was miserable as shit. No, I'm sorry.
The first couple of years, the first 2 years sucked because it was not only was it cold. The fuck?
I have no idea what that is.
It was fucking cold, and it was fucking cold, and it was raining.
Yeah. Like
I remember trying to get a campfire started.
Yeah, the second one it was where we were watching everybody's like campsites like flip over and shit, and like frost and everybody's shit. Like, ooh. Oh. Yeah, so don't tell me it won't be get cold.
And then 2 years ago, it was windy as fuck.
So I'm thinking this year's probably been cold ass fall. I'm hoping no rain because that rain sucks. Because that March rain down in Fayetteville is not fun at all.
It'd be all right.
Not at all. I'm gonna cry.
It'd be all right.
So what day are you getting down there?
So I think we got the house booked from Thursday to Monday.
Yeah.
So I'll be there Thursday night at some point.
Yeah, I think I'm either getting there Wednesday or Thursday.
You camping, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, shit. Now that they have hot showers and shit right there, it's not a bad move.
I mean, like my thing is like, if I camp, I can't get a DUI.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I don't know, man. For me, it's the older I get, in like facts. Already know. The older I get, I can't sleep how I used to. Like my body just is beat up. You know what I mean? My back's fucked up. My legs are fucked up. My wrists are fucked up. My elbows. I'm just fucked up. I'm out of warranty and shit.
You know what would help you with that?
What? Go ahead. Say the cold plunge.
Oh yeah. Cold plunge. I am fucking. Look, I was skeptical too. Like Joe Rogan talks about it all the time. But like I have a buddy in Pennsylvania. He's a physical therapist. He's like, I started doing it. It's amazing. He's like, I hurt my back at the gym. He's like, I got in the cold plunge, started feeling better. All right, so I started doing these cold plunges. Right, I wake up one day, I slept wrong. So I wake up, I got a headache, and my shoulders a little tweaked a little bit, my neck's hurting a little bit. I go get in the cold plunge, all that shit just went away. Like I get out, I'm like, ooh, this feels good.
Motherfucker, because you have hypothermia.
But it feels so good. That's scary as shit though. Like every day I do it. It's the same routine every day. I go out there, my big ass robe on and shit, and like I'll get everything set up. I'll take my robe off. I'll turn the music. If you do it without music, it's fucking 3 minutes of torture. It's fucking shitty for 3 minutes. You're like counting every second. So I turn music on. It's better. So like I'll do 2 minutes of like sitting there, and then first you gotta step into it. Stepping into it's a big fucking deal. You get one foot in there. Like I get done. You're already fucking cold. But like when you sit down in it somehow feels a little less cold than your feet in.
Yeah,
but it takes your breath. It takes your breath away.
The other day was so cold. See what happened to Jack in the Titanic, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, the other day was so cold I could barely like catch my breath, and like I was trying to sing along with music and I couldn't do it. But anyway, for 2 minutes you sit there, right? That last minute you put your arms under, your hands up, and it takes your breath away right again. It's last minute's torture. But like you get up, you put your robe on, you go in the house, and like everything's good. You feel good. It's ridiculous. Like it's hard to explain.
Yeah, I mean your dick flies off. It's like eating gluten.
That thing's like that big, dude. My fucking dick's inside. My fucking dick was inside of me the other day. I was like, I know how it feels to be a woman now.
Oh my
like,
god.
My hands were hurting, my feet were hurting, they're all red and shit. But like,
look, Doug, you know how I knew it wasn't for me? When Stone Cold tried to get in that bitch and he said, "Fuck."
That shit's hilarious, dude. I watched that video. He lasted like 10 seconds. Like that is the first time in my life. Like I grew up watching Stone Cold. I remember when he was stunning Steve Austin back in the day. Even when he was stunning Steve Austin back in the day, he was a badass. Like 2 days ago, when Andrew sent me that video, is the first time. Actually, no, I sent him. It's the first time in my life I've ever like thought that I could whoop fucking Stone Cold's ass in a steel cage. Like he was a fucking major league pussy in that shit.
Yeah, you can't blame him at all. You can't blame him.
Did you see the one Joe Rogan just did? It was 21 degrees outside. It was 34 degrees in the cold plunge. That motherfucker, like, anybody says anything about Joe Rogan not knowing what he's talking about, look at that fucking video. That dude is a fucking damn near 60-year-old man with a fucking washboard. He's got cum gutters and shit, and like big ass shoulders and shit, getting that fucking cold plunge. What the fuck, dude? Like, there's no way he should be that old and be in that shape.
Tell him again, coach.
I try not to, man. I'll set the sauna at the house. That thing's a fucking game changer.
Like, isn't that shit supposed to be like a little grow house that you bought from Amazon?
It looks like a grow house.
It does look like a grow house.
But see, the walls keep it. The walls are kind of cool, so it keeps condensation in there. But like, it's got a little steam pod that sends steam in there, and that shit gets warm as fuck. But it feels good. Like if you do it right, take a shower, go to bed. It feels like everything just feels so nice.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a detox.
Yeah, it's good. I might need it at night. I don't know. I don't usually go in the sauna after I drink though.
How's your arm doing?
I mean, it's been worse, been better.
Yeah, I don't think no. Yeah, it's definitely been worse. I mean, the infection's gone, all that shit's looking good now.
The infection's gone, but like, I still got another month of rehab. It's not going to be the same as it was before. It'll never be the same. It's probably like 65% right now.
So why the fuck did you get the surgery?
I fell June of 2022, and when I fell, I grabbed the door frame.
Yeah,
and went forward. I heard something pop. So I went to the VA doctor. I went to urgent care. They did X-rays for some reason. Said that it might be a deep bruise. Go see your doctor or whatever. So I went to see my VA doctor a couple days later, and she gave not one shit about my arm. She's like, "What they say in the ER?" I'm like, it might be a bone bruise. Like, give it a few weeks. Yeah, just wait a few weeks. Well, whenever you rip a tendon, you have 4 weeks to get it fixed, or you can't fix it anymore. So by the time I actually had to go back and say, hey, doctor, my shit's still fucked up. So she finally gave me a consult for ortho, and it takes a month to get. It took a month for that consult, and first of all, sorry, she sent me to MRI. It took a month.
Yeah.
And I told her, hey, it popped my elbow, where this fucking scar is.
Yeah.
I had a bruise scar to my fingers. I had a bruise all the way down. So I'm like, it's my fucking elbow. Well, the MRI happens and like, I'm sitting in MRI. He's like, so we're doing an MRI of your shoulder. I'm like, why are we doing my shoulders? My elbow's messed up. Well, she said shoulder. I'm like, okay. So after that, it was a month until I got my ortho appointment. So we're sitting like 11 months after I've fucked my arm up.
Yeah.
Well, in the middle of this ortho appointment, we're doing online or whatever. He's like, well, yeah, you got your labrum torn in your shoulder, but that just happens naturally. It's nothing real big. You don't need to have surgery. I was like, I'm not really concerned about my shoulder. I was like, check out my arm. I was like, why does it do this? So at that point, see where my bicep starts right here?
Yeah.
When I flexed, my bicep was up here. There was like there's like a real big dip right here. There's nothing there. So he sent me to have another MRI done. So I had to have that done by a civilian doctor. He was like, we're stopping the appointment right now. He's like, you need immediate help. He's like, if I send you to the VA, it's going to take another month. Just get another MRI. He's like, I'm sending you to the civilian side. So I had another MRI. They're like, hey, your tendon's gone. Like, gone. It reabsorbed into your body. So one doctor's PA was like, yeah, he's like, well, the doctor won't be back for like another month. He's on vacation, but I don't think he's going to do anything for you whenever he gets back. I was like, cool. So I got to a different doctor. And he was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, we'll fucking fix it then. And so that's when they cut me open and shoved the cadaver hamstring tendon in there.
Mm.
So they basically had to pull the muscle down, stitched the tendon there, and then pulled it, drilled 2 holes in my bone, and wrapped the other side of the tendon in like a button hook. And then it got infected, and they had to cut it out. I was in real bad shape, so yeah. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? Taylor motherfucking Swift.
I think it's going to be Baltimore.
I don't even know who's playing. I don't pay attention to football anymore.
I think it's going to be Baltimore. Who the fuck's winning? Hold on.
Oh, shit, he disappeared.
It's Buffalo. Buffalo's up 17-13, going into halftime. I definitely think it's going to be the Ravens that go all the way.
It's Taylor Swift's year, damn it. Look, what makes more sense? Like, okay, all professional sports are rigged, right? So what makes more sense? Baltimore winning or Taylor Swift being at the halftime show in the fucking luxury box? What sells more tickets? Taylor Swift.
No.
It's going to happen, dude. Because then next year, she's going to do the Super Bowl halftime show. And
I agree, Coach.
It's all rigged, man. All professional sports are rigged.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. It depends. It depends if San Fran makes it and what's the help to Deebo Samuel.
Like even
San
like
Fran looks completely different without with Deebo.
Like even those referees were when those referees were rigging games in the NBA, they can do it without making it obvious. They were just making spurting calls on people.
Oh.
And making money. You don't say that about Taylor Swift She's bigger than the NFL. Damn it! I love Taylor Swift. I don't want. I shouldn't. I shouldn't love Taylor Swift, but I love the show. That girl. She's America's princess. Damn it.
Yeah.
The question is, what do you think about Kanye? Like,
So, quick question:
Yeah.
What do you think the new field's gonna do? Have you seen all the new improvements they made to Black Ops?
Nope. Oh, you mean that
So-
fucking side where you camped the first couple of years?
Yeah, so they have that, and then they're adding where the woods are, like right
Yeah.
from the campground, further back, they're extending all that trenches and all that shit. So
The question is anybody actually going to play on that side of the field?
I mean, you kind of have to.
Most of the game is at the center of the field, right? The big tower and shit. Yeah, you just say
No.
most of the game is in the area. Yeah.
So no, actually, not with the new spawns, man. Not with the new spawns at all. It's CIA base, and then most of the interactions we were having with Red last year was far off on the. So if we're on campground on the left, back in those trenches and back through there, because that was the sieve that they were squeaking through.
Yeah, but
They also did that dead man walk where they were walking through pipes.
yeah. So how many? I mean, my thing is how many times is there a big firefight on the pipes, all the way on the right?
To be
Not
honest,
that
last couple years, it's been pretty popular over there, man.
Not that often though. So what I'm saying is adding a field next to it. I don't know if that's going to be. I don't know if that's going to be a popular field or not. I don't know if people are actually going to go there, or maybe since it's new, everybody's going to go there.
I mean, honestly, it depends on how the game plays out.
It's going. I think it has the opportunity to throw a monkey wrench in everybody's plans.
It definitely does. So did those stupid mounds. Like once you got past the city, where tower is, and go to the right a little bit. Those mounds and the bridges over there, those played a pretty big role before. But that was 2 years ago.
It's going to depend on how much stuff DJ puts over there. If there's missions.
So I definitely think there's going to be a lot of new wrinkles this year. From the way he's talking, I don't have any inside information, obviously. But he always tends to. So it used to be Flag 41 that was always the fucking mystery, right? Where the fuck is that thing going to be? Because it used to be in the West Bubble fuck back before they made all the trenches and shit. The only time you would really find it is because Char was sitting on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just being honest. That's the only reason you found it. I definitely think this is going to cater more to what he did last year. I think it's going to be more of like we had the two scientists from each team that started off the game last year, where they took them prisoner and they put them in a place and you had to go get them.
Yeah.
Right.
See, I wasn't part of any command staff, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that either until the mission was over, and then we both didn't get points because we both didn't know that we had to go find them.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought they were just off somewhere fucking off, like finding rocks or doing some crazy fucking funny shit that Hanu likes to do with Zach. You know what I mean?
Then you got Goat running around finding props that weren't props.
Yeah, well, weird.
Why would you guard that for? It's not a prop. God. But no, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be a good thing or a bad thing over there.
I think it's been cool. I definitely like the dynamics that he's throwing in so far. It's gonna be weird, man. It's definitely he definitely keeps you on your feet a lot. So just be prepared for a curveball and take it in stride and try to do the best that you can with it. You know what I'm saying? That's all you can really do. Like back in the day when they used to fucking handcuff you to the fucking table with a bomb, right? That if you even move slightly, dog, if you even move slightly, the shit would go off.
Yeah.
And then you had to go to 41. That's why 41 was such a fucking big thing, because he was just out there in the middle of fucking nowhere, and that's where the code was. And he would slap Char on there, and then you fucking get there, and then the other team's shooting you from this way. You got Char shooting you from this way. It was fucking hell.
That's a thing. Like I don't know any of the actual missions or anything because I wasn't part of that stuff. Like, a lot of people brought that up. Like they say that, like, hey, you know, we know we play the game, but like we don't know what the game is.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand, like, there's missions and what the missions are. They just go and play. Like some teams want to know.
That's the beauty of the game, right? That's when you're recruiting people, you're recruiting the mission players, right?
Yeah, but there's also teams that have expressed to me that they want to know what the missions are, but they never do. So like, it's weird.
I mean, it's real easy to find out though.
Not for everybody. Everybody try.
You walk by insertion, you ask, hey, what the missions are, and then they tell you.
Yeah, but like there are times when you walk by and like you don't even know. It's been a thing before.
I hear you, but last year I didn't hear that
because everybody gave up. I don't know. It's just weird. Like I think it's not very inclusive to everybody. That's all I gotta say.
I don't know. I don't feel that way. I feel like if you ask me, hey, is this something you want to do? Cool, I'll put you with the fucking mission team. Let's go. But everybody plays their role. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to sit on those fucking stupid objectives for fucking a whole hour.
Nobody wants to do it for 5 seconds.
Especially when there's a fight like 20 yards that way.
Yeah, especially when like Char walks by and you want to shoot them instead.
Exactly. I mean, you know, if that's what you want to do, let me know. If that's not something you want to do, cool. I'll put you where you have fun.
All those whoever's in that church last year got wrecked. We wouldn't give them all. Like it was funny. Like before the mission started, one of the Char guys was like, "Who shot me?" Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Who shot me? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? He's like, we're standing here waiting for you guys to fucking start. Somebody shot me. He like blamed Brandon LaFleur first.
No.
Whatever his name is. Brandon Aries. Then he started blaming me because I was laughing. And he got mad at Brandon again because he was laughing. He's like, that's it. He's like, I got this max loader. And when they say go, I'm coming straight for you. I'm like, cool. And like they let him go, and this dude raises his max loader, he raises his gun up, and his max loader don't work. It was the fucking the single greatest moment of me playing Bones and Ashes in my entire life was just like this dude was like, I'm coming straight for you, and like he had to walk off the field because he couldn't shoot his gun. I'm like, I enjoyed the fuck out of that. There's always something at one of the Bones and Ashes that gets me. Like the time like I shouldn't have been playing because I came back from knee surgery and I was following the bloodhounds around and I fell down the fucking hill. That was a good point. Then there was one where I was leading a group of guys around because I know some of the shortcuts to go around back behind teams or whatever. Yeah. I was like, I know how to get behind them. So these guys were like, well, we're going with you. All right, cool. So here I am, sneaking through the woods, right? And like I'm looking on here, the red team's over here. There's nothing over here. I was like, all we gotta do is keep walking this way. We'll hit this little trail, and we'll be right behind these motherfuckers, and we'll gun them the fuck down, right?
Yeah.
So I pointed at the guys, right? No, I was like, we're going this way. So I start to walk off, and all I hear is, "Hey Ben, there's red guys over there!" And then we start getting shot at. I'm like, you motherfucker, dude. I was like, why? I was like, you understand? We had like 50 more feet, and we would have been like behind them and shit. I was like, you fucking cocksucker. Like, there's always something going on Bones Ashes that gets me.
There was one time I was walking by myself. I was going to a mission, flip a stick. It's 2 years ago when I was XO for a gym. I'm almost there to the mission. Almost there. There's this one guy walks up to me that was on red. He was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" It's like, "Oh, I lost a mag." trying to find my mag. He's like, "Are you out?" I'm like, "What? I can't hear you." So he comes closer. I kill him with my fucking walkie.
Damn it.
Got the mission.
Shenanigans are the best part. Like,
Yeah, dude.
I shot Walt last year. He's on our team. That's great.
Hey,
I was like, Walt.
didn't Walt get fucking cornered by Char?
I don't remember that part. I know me and him fought Char a couple times.
Yeah, there was one time that he was walking somewhere and then Char just kind of like spawned right next to him. Poor
Like,
fucking Walt.
The fucking AARP's attacking me. I was like, Walt. I was like, did you hear about that? I said something. I was like, hey, Walt, did you hear that? He's like, what? Bow! Shot him in the leg. Yeah, this is great. It's fun. Like, I played too many times with like PCM guys, fucking Sauceman. They'll shoot you in the back all day long.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where I do it now because it's fun and you gotta preemptively shoot people.
He fucking sauced at me weak at Florida, dude.
What's that?
He had me weak at fucking Florida. He's
Why
on
is that?
the other side of the net, right? I'm playing. He's like, "Oh my god, it's Slim Thickie. He's not in the parking lot."
He was sending me videos. he's like, he's here. He's on the parking lot. I'm like, yeah. He's funny.
That was a fun fucking game, dude. I'm still gonna get back to Super Game. Florida was a fun fucking game. I like that field a lot.
That's awesome. Like when I first met Matt Sauceman, I thought he was like this straight laced, like goody two shoes and shit. And then one day he sent me a meme, and like it was porn, but instead of porn, it was girls eating pizza. And I was like, all right, this guy's cool. So like at that point, I was like, I knew Matt was cool to hang out with. But yeah, he was like I had heard his name before. Like I knew he played like pro paintball before. I didn't know much about him. And one day I met him at boss. I'm like, well, he's all right guy.
Is he still working for GI?
Yeah, making all that money.
That core money.
Yep. He calls all the fields every day or every week or whatever. And hey, you need some paint? Yep. You need some paint? Yep. You need some paint? Yep. Hard job. I hate to have to do it. Fucking walking around selling paint and chasing gators.
How the fuck is Calvin?
I don't know.
I haven't seen Calvin.
I haven't talked to that guy in a year now.
Really?
Yep. Personal stuff.
Got you.
Yeah. I think it was last February, I think.
Last time I seen him, I think it was Bones.
I know they don't come to games unless they're going to make money.
Makes sense.
So like I don't think they're coming to Bones and Ashes because last time I talked to them, which is a while back, they said that if Nate doesn't let them sell all their stuff, all their inventory like he did do last year, they aren't coming. So I don't know if they're coming or not.
Gotcha. I guess I got to reach out to him and see what he's doing.
I know they didn't come to Jason's game or my games because there weren't enough players apparently.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Well, they were there at the 10-man.
No, they weren't. They were there. There were a couple of them there, but they wouldn't sell anything. Not this year. The only vendors over there were maxed and like food vendors.
No, it was 5-man. 5-man.
I've been, yeah, I think they might have been there, yeah.
Yeah, Calvin and them and Muster weren't there, but they had their booth set up.
I was running the fucking score table for a 5-man.
Yeah.
Being a champion.
I helped. I went out to watch, but ended up helping out Venom, sideline coach a little.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like I was the guy who was we're talking about Retro 5 Man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was running the booth like
No, D5, 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 D5.
no, D5, never mind. Oh, no, I was talking about Retro 5 Man. That's where I ran the booth and like that's where we kept on time because I was like I wouldn't have any shit with anybody.
Yeah.
It's like next game, let's go. But
That
yeah,
was pretty fun, dude. That day was pretty fucking fun. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not a big fan of like doing speedball anymore.
I like it because it's a fast paced. It's actually pretty intricate when you get into the X's and O's.
It is, but like it's I don't know. I don't like being rushed anymore.
And it's fun explaining to somebody like who's like super young and like their knees work and shit. Hey, do this and you win, and they do that same thing that you told them and they win.
It was a lot better when you used to have sideline coaching. It was very
Yeah.
fun. But no, like I just it's
What I mean by sideline coaching is like nothing official. You know what I'm saying? Just I was there.
no, I mean back in the day, like people could yell stuff at you.
Yeah.
Like I remember I did an open tournament in Arkansas one time, and we were getting our asses smoked. And this dude was like, "Hey, dude," he's like, "You guys don't have a coach on the sideline?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'll do it for you." And the time he coached us, I shot like we were doing 3-on-3. We were doing 3-man water. I shot two of the guys on the other team like quick as fuck because he was like telling me exactly where they were. I'm like, oh, I was like, way better. But then like shortly after that, sideline coaches got outlawed.
Yeah. Quick question: what side of the field do you see yourself commanding?
For what?
Bones.
I don't know.
Me, you don't know.
Tim's got a plan. He hasn't told you yet.
Okay. But you don't have a particular side of choice.
Nope. I don't give a
Weird.
fuck.
Weird.
Whatever.
That's weird.
I'm more comfortable in the back of the field where like no photographers go. And like
you mean in the forest, kind of?
yeah, way back. Yeah. I'm way more comfortable in there, especially since you can like catch people fucking around out there. Like, you can catch first strike guys. Way more comfortable back there. But if I can go whatever, I don't care. I'll go wrap the fucking middle. I don't give a shit, dude.
I'll tell you one thing. At fucking Super Game, them first strikers were on fucking point, dude. There was this one time I'm coming up to the bunker, motherfucker's like maybe 6 feet away, dude. Hits me right on the tank.
Damn.
Scared the ever living shit out of me, bro. I had no idea this ghillie suit motherfucker was there.
Damn.
I was just thankful he hit me in the tank.
You can go to if you go to back routes at Black Ops, you can sneak the fuck up on them. I've done it several times. It's fucking hilarious. Like you're just walking in, you're watching a guy shoot people long range. You're like, all right, cool. And you just walk up and dot them up real fast.
Hell yeah.
So fun. Now, but if Tim wants me to go to the right side, I'll go to the right side. If he wants me to go to the middle, I'll go to the middle. I don't care.
Yeah.
I ain't scared. Plus, you know, maybe I'll just sit in the command post. Who knows?
Yeah.
I probably won't though. But like I said, we
I was
have.
about to say you, Grandpa Joe, and Tim all in the command tent. Jesus.
Well, a bunch of old people there. But no, like I don't know. Like like I said, he's got a game plan, but he's not sharing it with us yet. Like Tim's real reluctant because he says paintball, anything can happen. So we're just like, all right, we'll hold off then. All right, we're cool. But we got some stuff. We do have stuff planned, but we're just not like in depth yet.
I'm excited to see the flamingos. How that goes.
Flamingo.
Yeah, he said something about some flamingos.
He ain't told me shit about flamingos. All I know is he's going to get some damn jelly blasters and shoot the fuck out of you. That's what he told me. But see, now that DJ and I are fucking yoga buddies, I'm gonna get him to tell me all the secrets of the game.
Say what?
Dude. So I'm starting to try to change shit in my life, like the cold plunge, the sauna. I just signed up for a DDP yoga.
Yeah.
So I was doing the trial, and the trial is like a 6-minute yoga routine.
Yeah.
And at the end of that 6 minutes, you got a little sweat going, and like it wasn't the yoga is not hard. It's rather easy to do. The positions are easy, but like at the end of it, everything in your body's like tight. Like it was weird the other day. So I was like, okay. So I signed up for the full version. I'm starting the full version tomorrow. So
Nice.
DJ does the same one. So now that we're buddies, I'm all like, DJ, so what's up with this game? Give us some extra points because we're BFFs now. Yoga buddies.
I heard you
But
going to Hawaii.
fuck no, dude. If I go to Hawaii, it's for a vacation. I don't want to play paintball.
Why not both?
If I go to Hawaii, it's vacation only, and I don't want to see you motherfucking paintball players around me. Like they'll be like, hey Ben, you're in Hawaii. What do you want to do? And like top of my list, go hang out on the beach. Get some good fucking seafood. Drink a lot. Go to the fucking Hawaiian titty bars. I don't give a shit. Drink some more. Beach, 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 beach. And way at the bottom of the list would be paintball. Like,
so what you're saying is there it's still on the list. It's just low on the list.
it's below get married to a Hawaiian girl that I barely know and bring her back to the fucking North Carolina. That paintball is below that. Like I don't really like above paintball would be like be attacked by space lasers again in Maui. That's above the list on fucking above paintball.
So my question is, are you going to come with me in 2 years to Thailand?
Thailand.
Yeah, paintball, Thailand.
For what?
Paintball.
Wait, for who's doing paintball in Thailand?
We are.
Who's producing it?
You are.
Not me. Like, are we going to go to the bars afterwards?
Yeah.
Are we going to bang lady boys?
No.
Oh shit, I'm out. Thailand would be fun. Like that would be an adventure. Like I don't know. Like would I want to play paintball in Thailand? I don't know.
Come on, man.
I know. At one point we were planning to go to Mexico.
Europe sounds dope too.
Europe does sound fun. Dude, I used to follow this guy on Instagram, and he was playing paintball. And that dude, like, they were in boats and shit, like real boats, fucking riding around shooting each other. I'm like, all right, this is cool shit. And there's a hot ass fucking Russian paintball player. I'm like, I think Russia sounds great, but it can't go right now. So
No.
now would be a bad time.
Yeah, that's like saying the paintball scene in North Korea is real popular right now.
Like, I don't know, like Mexico sounded great, but like there were guys that were going. There were guys that were going.
Could you imagine us two being political prisoners?
Could you imagine me being in Mexico and those guys, the cartel, be like, "Oh look, there's a rich white guy. Let's hold him for ransom." And then when no money gets fucking sent to him, me getting burned alive. No, I don't think I can see that. I don't want that happening.
I was talking about Russia and North Korea, Doug.
Oh, Russia would be different. I'd be good in Russia. I think I could fucking live. I could hang out in Russia. Like, nobody fucking me there. Mexico's a different story. Korea's rough. Like North Korea, you gotta follow some rules.
Yeah. And we know how you do it.
Those motherfuckers, when Kim Jong-il died, Kim Jong-il, no, Kim Jong-un, ill, yeah. When he died, they had to like cry for a month straight, and like if you didn't cry hard enough, you became a fucking prisoner. Just wild, dude. That motherfucker told people he didn't pee or poop. He's a god, so he didn't do anything. I'm like, you fucking wild, dude. But no, Mexico would have been great because I have a lot of like since that one time I posed, I mimicked Carla Andrade's pose with my ass hanging out. I got a shit ton of like friend requests from Mexican paintballers, and like they all seem fucking cool as shit. So it'd be cool to go out and play. But like when we were talking about going, dude was like, "Yeah, I know some paintball players down there. We can meet them up there. We'd have to meet them at the border, and then we'd have to walk over the border and get in their vehicles and go down there." I'm like, "That sounds like kidnapping." But anyway, and like they were like, well, the route that you would have to take driving took you like ridiculously close to Juarez. And I'm like, no, I'm good. Like I have no intentions of ever going to Juarez in my life. I don't want to die. Like Mexico's wild, man. Like whenever the Mexican police arrest the fucking El Chapo's son, and then the cartel just shows up and is like, "Nah, let him out." And like, okay, cool, he's free. That's a place you don't really need to go and fuck around in.
Hell yeah.
Like, oh, what are you guys here to do? You guys here to sell drugs? No, we're here to play paintball. Oh, you're a bunch of bitches. Okay, cool. We're gonna just kill your asses right now.
So, what do you think your biggest? What do you think is the biggest task that you need to complete to win the game?
Bones and ashes?
Yeah.
Take the fucking field.
You think that's gonna be the biggest struggle?
Yep. Like whoever controls most of the field controls most of the objectives.
Maybe. I don't know, man, because that's not necessarily true.
I mean,
it all depends what flag marker happens to be up at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but if I take 3/4 of the field and he says, "Hey, it's flag 15 is where the mission's at," and like I've already got people at flag 15, or I've got people in front of flag 15 that can just turn around and go guard it, we're good. I think field control is essential in every game. Well, not every game. There are games where shit floats around. It's weird. I don't know. I think getting in there and after DJ leaves and like messing with his books and putting more points on the board is way more.
You know he's gonna listen to this, right?
He ain't listening. He's like, "Oh, dude, I'm just gonna leave my books there like when I leave and go to the hotel." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. Appreciate that." Oh, what we got 500 points today. Let's make it 900 points a day. Yeah. I think like what's really important in order to win the game is if a blue team sees any little green trophies, I think they have to pick those up and turn them in immediately. That's going to help blue team win.
You know, I'm going to tell you like this: go fuck yourself.
Those little trophies are where it's at.
We are hip, right? Not to say we won't pick them up, right? But it's just going to be souvenirs.
I swear, like I walked in there last year and they were
the dumbass who picked up the green rock. Like it's an obnoxious big ass rock.
Dude, I had bricks.
Green. Huh?
I had bricks out there too.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like it's obnoxiously big.
And like Tim said, he drove by at one point and like he saw somebody yell, "Oh, we found something! It's in this ditch!" And he watched a kid crawl into the ditch, pick up a prop that wasn't a prop, get all kinds of excited, and run back to like score it. I'm like, ah. But I don't know who did that. That's wild who ever did that.
Exactly. What an asshole. The guy's definitely an asshole.
I was talking about whoever did that's a champion. But I got me a little green skull back here.
Let me see. Wow, weird.
A couple years ago.
Yep. Isn't that from Dreaded?
No, that's from Old Ashes.
But that's one of yours, ain't it?
Nope.
That a real one?
Yep. It was an edge of a wood line beside some cars. I'm like, hey, that looks like a prop. And like someone's like, well, you're not supposed to pick up a prop unless you're an engineer. I'm like, cool. And I picked it up and put it in my pocket. And we're good to go. Like Archangel tried to get it from me for a while. I was going to give it to him. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep it as a trophy. I appreciate my trophy. Yeah, it's Bones Ash is fun. Like,
there we go.
It's I think it's gonna honestly if we're being dead serious, I think the next year or two is probably going to dip in attendance unless
Yeah.
something crazy goes on. Because people are
I
paintball
think
players are weird.
I think it's definitely taking the place of living as the
Yeah,
biggest CPX event.
it's just
I definitely think we're on the way of that.
people get tired of the same stuff though.
Yeah, but he's constantly changing it up, and the field's constantly changing.
It doesn't matter. Like the first few years of Bones and Ashes, it was just like everybody. It's so great. It's so great. It's so great. It's so great. Last couple of years, like there've been more and more people bitching about it. It's the same thing as having a photo where like gradually people start bitching about it. Like people, multiple teams from North Carolina, like big teams, didn't show up to the photo game this year. Like my
Yeah.
whole unit pretty much backed out on me. So
But
it's
you also got this stupid faction that's going around saying they pretty much want to play for free too. And if you're not letting me in for free, and my paint severely discounted, I'm not coming.
that's a thing that started whenever the whole NC coalition thing started. Like it was a thing where like it was. So back in the day, whenever we started playing, like we did the Road Dogs thing. We brought maybe like 6 players at the most, but like we would tell, hey, we're coming here to your game. What side should we join? And you know, a lot of producers, but you guys are coming from North Carolina, let's give you guys discounts.
Yeah.
And you know, we didn't say no to them because who's going to say no to a discount? But we never we never went in and said, hey, we're coming from out of town. You got to give us a discount. We're not coming. We never did that.
Yeah.
But somewhere along the round lines, like the whole coalition thing kind of got started, and it was we got 60 players on our squad here, and we'll come to your game, but you got to hook us up, or we're not coming. That's not helpful for anybody.
It's
That's,
not.
It's not.
Like at the end of the day, what can you do? Nothing. As a player, you can't do nothing to discourage that.
It's I get why you would want a discount if you're coming out of state. I understand why you would want a discount because a lot of times like we did when we did our road trips we ran F-250s and we like went down and like we spent some money to go down for games. So having a discount does make it nicer, but it's not something that you should like always expect.
Shit, at just to go to Florida, I spent over $7.
Yep. And see, that's the thing. Like we would get together, and there would be like 6 of us. And that one time I went to General School, there were 13 of us. Oh. So the trip didn't cost us much at all. Like we split everything together and everything. Like everybody chipped in $50 for food. We ate like kings all weekend. So the more players you get, the better it is. So like. But
fucking 2 years ago when we went to Hell's for the first time, fucking me and Henry spent like $600 at the goddamn at the grocery store.
Yeah.
But I was being hold on, let me rephrase that. I was being retarded. I got these big ass T-bone steaks and all kinds of dumb shit. But we eat like kings.
Dude, we ate steak for lunch and dinner on the weekends. It was ridiculous. Like the General's Cup weekend was ridiculous. We did it on the cheap, and I think we got a couple of discounts. Whatever, because I think Mike Johnson got some discounts, and we rode in his RV. But like we got there and like we just ate like kings all the time.
How the fuck is Mike Johnson?
I have no idea. Haven't talked to him in years.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while.
I don't think he plays anymore. But yeah, it's just like to go to games. Like if a producer offers you a hookup, that's one thing. But like I get it. I get why you would want a discount, but like I don't think it's something like you should try to strong arm a producer about.
Yeah, I agree. You got anything else for Bones though?
I don't think I do, man. Like other than the fact that next Saturday we're having another show with you and Tim both.
Me and Tim.
Tim will be here. He's got the time off, so he said he can do it next weekend.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. We're gonna get more in depth into Bones and Ashes.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun. So this is the first show since the last show. We didn't talk about Jewish people living underneath the streets of New York, so we're good.
Well, now
Like,
we
what
just
the-
did.
like,
We
I'm
did
still- I'm
mention
still-
the Jewish. Hey, we did mention the Jewish death leases though.
we did mention that, yes.
So
I'm
now we
just-
have to send $10 to David Justin because
we need to go
mentioned-
ahead. We need to go ahead. We need to go ahead and show and ask him what the deal with New York is. It's not a big community. Like, it's not a big community, so they talk to each other.
I'm not.
You're
I'm
like-
not co-signing. Ben, I'm not co-signing that one. You
Like,
got it.
like some dude in New York is like, David, be a mensch and don't mention this on your podcast. It's just the way it works. But I think it's funny. Like they drugged that dude that was on TikTok, but he's like, I hear Jews underneath my floor. And, like, they made fun of him because they're like, you're anti-Semitic and you're being all fucked up and shit. And, like, but really they were underneath his floor digging holes.
Yep.
It's wild times.
Wild fucking times, dog.
But yeah, like I say, you gotta be brave to dig holes in New York, though. Fucking the damn rat population is ridiculous.
Hey, you don't have to. That's just funny.
The hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we can call it a day if you want to. Like,
Hell yeah. Let's do that. I just gotta get up early in the morning.
yeah, so do I. Well, not really. I'm working from home tomorrow, so
Well,
Well,
you
yeah.
work from home. I gotta drive an hour.
that sucks. Well, we can call it quits. And like I said, next Saturday we got the Bones Nash's General, both of them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it here, but I can't see it. It's somewhere
What's
in here.
what time are we doing that, Ben?
7 Saturday at 7.
7 Saturday. All right.
Yeah. I think Saturday at 7 sounds. It'll be another live show.
All right.
But yeah. So I guess until next Saturday, deuces. Like I said, deuces on